Hi Libras, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled these cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them just a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of this reading. Libras, let's find out what can you expect coming up in your life. If this reading resonates, it's probably your reading. Wow. Queen and King of Pentacles right next to each other. If it doesn't resonate with you, it probably is not your reading, and I would check your moon sign. That is your emotional and private side. So Libras, the overall energy of your reading is the Ace of Wands. There's a whole new beginning, a fresh start coming along here. This wand is just blooming. So this is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy, the High Priestess. This is the card in the tarot deck for intuition and knowing. It's like just pull back that pomegranate curtain and follow your intuition. Listen to what you're telling yourself. This is going to help guide you to answer questions that you might have. It has something to do, is why this is here. These are actually the two highest energies in your whole reading, the Ace of Wands and the High Priestess. So follow your intuition to enter a beautiful new beginning. I have the Queen of Pentacles right next to the High Priestess and right above the Ace of Wands. This is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But there you are, you're looking at a pentacle. You're looking at security, stability, groundedness, all included in a fresh start. Follow your intuition, follow your gut, listen to what you have to tell yourself about moving forward towards security, stability, and groundedness, and a possible commitment. King of Pentacles is right next to the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, talk about doubling down, okay? So I feel like there is a soulmate involved here. And this soulmate also has a pentacle. These are all male or female. This soulmate, I feel like this is a soulmate connection. Might be twin flame, but I think it's, either way, it's soulmate. And you're both looking at the same thing. Groundedness, security, stability. It's almost like the rekindling of a relationship, a fresh start and a new beginning, but it being more grounded and more secure. Under the High Priestess is the Tower. So yes, you're very much well aware that there has been a tower moment, okay? And I think it has to do with two people who maybe once were committed to each other or still are. And there was a tower moment. Follow your intuition. I feel like there is a fresh start from this tower moment coming in. And it's right below the Queen of Pentacles. So this is the energy of, the groundedness, the security. I think it blew up at one point. And I think it's coming back in. I have the Justice card on the other side of the Ace of Wands and under the King of Pentacles. This is your card, Libra. This is your reading. And here you are, right under that King of Pentacles. The Pentacle of security, stability, commitment. You have your guard up. You are in self-protection mode. You are balanced, okay? You're in a good place in your life right now. But something else is happening here. It looks like there is a new beginning with someone that you already know, that you've already been in a commitment with, possibly. Because it's a fresh start and a new beginning. And I think there's already been some sort of blow-up in this situation, and something's happening here. Under the Tower card is the Ten of Cups. This is what blew up. You were in a relationship before. There was union. There was lots of love between you. There was a family situation. I think you were married or living together, and it blew up. Something happened. This Ten of Cups is right next to the Emperor, which is the card for Aries. So Aries might be strong in your chart or around this reading. Male or female, but the Emperor is like somebody, the energy of the Emperor is being stubborn, kind of fixed-minded, kind of like the way or the highway, They don't budge much. They sit on this throne. They kind of like they like to be the leaders. They like things to be their ideas. I don't think they're really compromisable. Like, I mean, I don't think they really compromise all that well with others. But I think you were once in love with this energy. And I think this is the energy that blew up, and I think this is the energy that might be coming back together. There's something going on here. There's some sort of special connection between the two of you. The Emperor is very well liked and respected by others. Okay? It's just the ones closest to the Emperor that sees this other stubborn side. Then I have the Moon right next to the Emperor, and under the Justice card, the card for Pisces. Something's going to be revealed. Pisces might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading, but something's going to be exposed or come to light between you and the Aries person. Or they don't have to be Aries, but they could, carry those energies of being stubborn and kind of fixed-minded and, ungiving, not they don't bend easy, they don't compromise easily, that kind of personality. Very well liked and respected by others, okay? So they don't have to be an Aries, but they carry this energy. And with you, and you want to stay balanced, and you have your sword up, and but there is something that will come to light that's going to be exposed. Something's going to be revealed. Might be the Ace of Wands. It might be this fresh start, new beginning. It might be, I feel like you're coming together for whatever reasons. And there's more going on than what meets the eye. And I think that you were once in love. And I think that you were once a couple. Male or female. Doesn't matter. Let's take up the second part of this reading, Libra. Okay. I have the Nine of Wands. Yeah, you reached your wit's end in this relationship. That's why it blew up. It's like the straw that broke the camel's back. Something continued to happen in a relationship here before, and it finally broke the relationship. I have the Page of Wands right next to the Nine of Wands. So this puts you on guard right now. Your sword is up, and I think it's been up ever since. I don't know how long it's been. But you're not swinging it, but you are on guard, and you've been on guard because of this past relationship. Seeking truth, seeking clarity around every corner. I have the Star card next to the Page of Swords. This is the card for Aquarius. So Aquarius might be strong in your chart or strong in their chart or around the reading. But the Star card, this is about deep spiritual healing. You have been through it. This is why your guard is up. You've had to heal right down to your bare bones, the essence of who you are. Extremely spiritual, deep healing. So you've been through it. You've got your healing done, and you come out of this healing with your sword up. I got two cards here with your sword up. One is your card. So you're always hyper aware. You're always looking for the truth and the clarity. I have the Magician here. The Magician is, you came to your wit's end, and it's next to the Justice card with you getting balanced and having your guard up. And first off, I want to look at the infinity symbol. The infinity symbol is a symbol of intuition and knowing, and that's the card that started your whole reading up here. Okay, your highest energy. Your intuitions run high. Listen to them. You have all the tools it takes to make something work in order to manifest what it is you want from life. You have a Cup of Love, you have a Pentacle for security and stability, you have a Wand of fresh starts, new beginnings, which also surround your entire reading, and Swords of truth and clarity. And here you have it up, and here you have it up. And that's exactly what you seek all the time. The Magician is right next to Temperance. This is a card for Sagittarius. So Sagittarius might be strong in your chart, strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. This is your guardian angels and spirit guides. They're mixing a potion back and forth, back and forth. They're trying to keep you balanced. They don't want you to go off balance. Okay? You've got it together. You're balanced. Keep it that way. One foot seems to be slipping a little bit into the waters of emotion. They want you to keep both your feet on the ground, and they're here to try to help you do that, okay, in order to move forward. I have the Six of Wands right next to Temperance. This is a card for success, and it's a card for success in love. That's why I feel like you're coming back together and you're going to have a new start. And it's going to be very grounded this time. This wreath here, this is something you're carrying on the horse. This is a wreath for engagement, like. It's like a commitment. And all these wands coming up in the background are people who celebrate that commitment or that engagement here. The success in love. And it falls right under all this healing and right next to your guardian angels and spirit guides working really hard to keep you balanced so you can make the right decisions. I have the Queen of Cups right under the Magician and next to the Moon. So this is Pisces. This is water, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So there's 2 for Pisces here. So just want to point that out. Might be in somebody's chart. But this is your energy, and you're trying to figure out the love. Yeah, you have questions about love. This cup has a lid on it. There's little windows around that lid. And what the Queen's trying to do is get answers to love questions, because all those answers are in that cup. So this just tells me your mind is wandering into places about the love with this relationship. It's sitting right next to the Six of Cups. You might have known each other since childhood. This is a soulmate card. You've definitely been soulmates in another life. Up here I'm like, yeah, I think you were soulmates or maybe twin flames. Well, you're definitely soulmates in another life. And that's the connection that you feel. This is a sweet soulmate card. It's the only cup that's allowed to have something in it without it being tainted. And there's a flower in it. Right under Temperance. They want you to stay balanced. There might be an offer coming from this other person of love. I see there's confusion over this. I have all these cups of love, and it's under the Six of Wands, and next to the Six of Cups. We got the Seven of Cups, and all these cups has something else in them. Makes it very confusing. You've chosen the wrong cups. You don't. It's like, how do you know? How do you know if you choose this cup that it will be the right cup for you to move forward with? So you find yourself in this state of confusion over this whole thing. But it looks like it's presenting itself to you. I need one more card for this reading, the Ten of Swords. So this is all about putting the pain to rest with this relationship. Remember, you were pushed to your wit's end. It's like something kept happening over and over until you finally gave up on the relationship. This is the end of that. It's the end of worrying about that. You've put it to rest. It hasn't been a part of your life. It hasn't been a problem in your life because, boom, the tower blew up. You weren't in a place where you had to worry about it anymore. So I feel like this is part of your confusion and love and the new beginning. I also want to point out the Magician here is pointing right at the Six of Cups. So this is something we really have to pay attention to here, because the Magician is pointing to, this is a sincere love offer. This is a soulmate. You have everything to make it work if you really want to. And it's whether or not you want to. So move forward. Be informed. Keep your sword up. Get your questions answered. Seek the truth and clarity. But it looks to me like there's a fresh new start on the horizon here. Just keep following your intuition. So Libra, this is your reading. Thank you for choosing me and watching me on Universal Guidance Tarot.